What's up, everybody? It's your boy Butthole and Stevius the Fourth. I don't even know what the fuck I just said, but anyway. Now, I feel like I've talked about internet censorship like a butt ton on my channel, basically to exhaustion. We actually have a little bit of good news, especially coming from the UK. They're starting to fight back, mainly because everybody's realizing that the United Kingdom is turning into 1984. So much so that even the United Kingdom has stopped using self-checkouts.
Self-service is pretty much empty, and the queues for the checkout go on down the aisles, and I'm waiting patiently in my queue because that is hopeless. It doesn't work. Welcome to, is it 1984 or 2025? Not quite sure which, but Asda, self-service empty, checkouts, queues. Make what you will of that. Listening to a CEO, Asda? Don't think so. Keep smiling.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm an American and I don't know what the hell is going on in the United Kingdom, but I do know looking at this self-checkout looks completely bizarre. Where's that little part where you could sit the stuff down and then actually scan it and then put it in the bag? I mean, this looks like some kind of like PewDiePie setup where he's got the stand-up tables and shit. Brother, I don't know anybody that has a stand-up table, alright? So, seeing this looks kind of weird to me. Now, what little detail I got from that video, and correct me if I'm wrong if anybody's from the UK, apparently they're not using the self-checkout mainly because it takes jobs away from employees. Which I kind of find odd if that's the case, mainly because I kind of thought AI was kind of doing that already. I mean, we already got like AI drive-thrus where it's just like, "You want a Whopper?" "Yes." "A Whopper is very scrumptious." "Yes. Yes. Yes. Daddy, give me a piece." But what I think is going on is I think the UK citizens are starting to figure out that everything is starting to go like 1984. It's kind of like you got like woken up, but you can't lay back down because you're already up, and they can't even trust their own self-checkout. That's the way I'm looking at it, and I might be wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong. But apparently that video landed on the Twitter and it got really popular, and it basically started up this hashtag Takeback control. Now, there were already UK protests already, but they've just gotten bigger and bigger. It's gotten so bad over at the UK to the point that they're thinking about starting a revolution, and honestly, I don't blame them. When you're basically screaming at your prime minister, "Hey, the boat is leaking and there's a lot of problems that you need to address," and he says, "You know what, we don't care." I mean, what are you supposed to do? It's either you let it happen or you try your hardest to not let it happen. And the people in power are not going to do nothing, so you gotta put it in your own hands. I'm honestly amazed that the UK government has gone this far with it, especially the Prime Minister Keir Starmer.
We've had free speech for a very, very long time in the United Kingdom, and it will last for a very, very long time. Well, no, I mean, certainly we wouldn't want to reach across US citizens, and we don't, and that's absolutely right. But in relation to free speech in the UK, I'm very proud of our
Are you sure about that?
Now, this Stalin guy kind of seems kind of well, let me just put it in the most softest way imaginable. He kind of seems like a fucking Muppet. Mainly because he's doing the exact opposite of freedom of speech. But not only that, but he's a liar.
Well, no, I mean, certainly we wouldn't want to reach across US citizens. We want to reach across US citizens. We want to reach across US citizens.
Because they try to sue 4chan, and to my knowledge, it's a United States website. So what the fuck is that? Now, let's be honest, the United Kingdom was already fucked right when they started poking the bear that is called 4chan. 4chan in its years that it's been on the internet has done a lot of crazy shit that I'm surprised it doesn't have a rule on the internet yet that says don't fuck with 4chan. Basically, the United Kingdom sent over 4chan a letter to pretty much do the Safety Act or get fined. And 4chan does what 4chan does best. They fucking ignored it. Because that's the thing about UK law, it only affects people that are in the UK, not in the United States. So just like my imaginary ex-wife, UK started getting really pissy that they were ignoring it. Basically sued 4chan for £20,000, and 4chan finally gave a response. 4chan is a United States company incorporated in Delaware with no establishments, assets, or operations in the United Kingdom. Any attempt to impose or enforce a penalty against 4chan will be resisted in the United States federal court. American businesses do not surrender their First Amendment right because of foreign bureaucrats undersettle principles of the United States law of American courts. We will not enforce or penalty fines or censorship codes. We call on the Trump administration to evoke all diplomatic and legal levers available to the United States to protect American companies from extraterritorial censorship mandates. So pretty much what 4chan said to the UK government, they said, hey, we're a United States company, not a United Kingdom company. We don't have any assets in that area. None of these laws don't affect us, so you can fuck right off. Which was a funny move that 4chan did, and it made the whole United Kingdom censorship look like a joke. So I guess the United Kingdom's just gonna keep billing him until they, I guess, come to a conclusion with the Trump administration or something. But honestly, the cherry on top of this cake is just Ofcom being so mad that like 4chan is not complying. So they came out and it's just like, you know what? We're gonna list it under compliance failure. You're gonna have to spend $18 million or 10% of your revenue, buckaroo. And 4chan's like, well, we don't have any assets over there at the United Kingdom. Like, this doesn't make no sense to be going against our First Amendment right. I don't know, man. This is just absolutely absurd what the United Kingdom's trying to do. If I was the United Kingdom right now, I would try to back away from this as fast as possible, man. Because, like, if you've ever seen what 4chan is capable of, man, I would be scared shitless. But tell me what you think and all this. Like, comment, subscribe, skiddly boppity boop. I'm out.